Hello everyone! Let's create a koi fish animation in Procreate Dreams from start to finish today. Let's go! First, create a file. I choose the social template. In the settings, I set frames per second to 12, duration to 3, and click Draw. Let's set the background color. To do this, click on the timer, something dark green. Now add spots to the background. I take the Oberon brush and a color slightly lighter than the background. Adjust the brush size and put random dots. Great, let's move on to creating guides. Choose a bright color, create a new track. Collapse the panel into a flipbook. Now draw 3 wavy lines along which the fish will swim. Make them different so that the movements look more interesting. Okay, close the flipbook and apply full duration to the frame. Now we need to distribute the speed of the fish. We collapse the panel into a flipbook and draw marks. This will help distribute the speed. At the beginning, I want the fish to move slower, and in the center to speed up. To do this, we need to make more marks at the beginning and at the end, and fewer in the middle. We repeat this for all the lines. It is also better to make a different number of marks so that the animation is more diverse. Well, let's move on to creating the basic movement. We create a new track and choose a light yellow color. Now we start drawing ovals on the marks, each oval on a new frame. And at the end, we also draw how the oval disappears. Let's see what we got. Now on the new track, we make a base for the next fish. Preview. Okay, and now we make the third one, also on a new track. All 3 bases for the fish are ready. Now we go to the timeline edit mode and group the frames on each track. I go to the default mode by clicking on the mode icon again. Now we need to randomly arrange the bases according to our animation. Look at the preview. It seems that 2 seconds is enough for us, so let's fix it in the settings. Let's move on to refining the shape of the fish. Now we need to make the shape so that the back part, where the tail will be, becomes a little thinner. This stretches the shape a little. Next, I create a new track in this group. We start drawing the fins. On each frame, we draw the outline of 2 front and 2 back fins, and immediately draw the outline of the tail. The tail also moves in the direction of the guide. When the body of the fish disappears, we need to add a few more frames to show the disappearance of the tail. Preview. So in the same group, I create another track and draw decorative stripes on the fins and tail. We also do this on each frame. Look at the preview. Then we do the same steps for the second fish. We draw the refinement of the shape. Then a new track for the fins and tail. And then decorative stripes. Excellent. Let's move on to the third fish. Repeat all the steps in the same way as the previous ones. Let's collapse all the groups. After the preview, I still want to move the fish on the timeline differently. I like it better this way. Now let's move on to creating spots. Expand the group and create a new track. Choose an orange color and start drawing spots on the upper body of the fish. Repeat this for each frame. Watch the preview. So, repeat this for the other two fish. Make spots on the new tracks. Also try to make the patterns of the spots for each fish different, so that the picture in the animation is more interesting. It's time to turn off the guides and watch the preview. Great, but there aren't enough details around. Let's draw water lilies and circles on the water. Create a new track and choose a light green color. I turn on the guides to see where the fish will be. Slightly overlapping the upper path, I draw a circle with a cutout and fill it with color. On the timeline, I use full duration. On the new track, I draw the same circle, but small. I use full duration. And on the third track, I draw a medium-sized circle. Full duration. Let's look at the preview. The water lilies slightly cover the fish. It looks more interesting. Let's add details. On the new track, I draw the veins of the leaves. These are the curves. Then I use full duration and group them with the layer with the leaf. Let's repeat the same for the other two leaves. And for convenience, I group all the leaves in one group. Look at the preview. I want to add some lines to the background, as if the stems of water lilies. On the new track, I draw curved lines. We use full duration. It turned out too bright. I open the action panel and apply transparency. Okay, let's make circles on the water. I select the frame where the fish turns. Where the tail ends, I draw a dot. In the following frames, I enlarge the oval, draw a dashed line. Let's group this and move it back a bit. Great, and another circle on the water similarly, but for the middle fish. Watch the preview. And I also want to add movement to the lilies. Open the action panel and apply move and scale. Set keyframes on the first and last frames. And set another one approximately in the center. And move the lily here just a little to the side. Now do the same for the other two. Try to choose a slightly different direction so that the picture is more dynamic. Okay guys, that's all for today. We have completely animated these fish. If you like this video, let me know. I'll be glad to read your comments. See you in the next videos.